What's up, everyone? Welcome back to A Line on the Stars. I'm Jordan, and we're back today with another episode of the DeAgostini Falcon from Fanhome. It's been a minute. Now, obviously, we went ahead and finished up Stage 4 after months and months and months of waiting. Now, it's time to go ahead and move on. Now, in the last episode, I did mention that we were going to be doing some mods to the model. Specifically, either working on the cockpit or doing some streaking and doing some weathering on the internal parts. Well, the cockpit's not here, and as I said in the last episode, we're going to be picking up the paragraphics cockpit for it if we're not here, and so it's not here. We're getting the paragraphics cockpit for the DeAgostini Falcon. I've looked at it. It looks so cool. I've also looked at getting some of the cargo stuff for the cargo bay, or for the crew hold, or, the little part that we're building, the internal parts. So, yeah, there's definitely a bunch of mods that we're going to be doing to this model. But first, before we can start adding what I'm liking to call the Kashyyyk streak, Chewie's gross. And it's the reason why the Falcon's so nasty. Before we add any of that, we need to go ahead and finish doing our hallways. So let's go ahead and get stages 22 and 23 unpackaged. I'm going to go ahead and get my magazines put off to the side here. And let me go ahead and grab my hobby knife. Let's see here. Do one of these moves here. Very nice. Thought I did it. Alright, so all of our frame pieces and screws we're going to be setting aside, and we're going to be assembling these in a couple of stages. So we're going to be putting all of this off to the side, and then we can go ahead and toss our packaging. Now, in stage 22, what we're going to be doing is very simple. We're just going to be separating off all of our pads from the walls here, and then we're going to be assembling them on the other side in the stage that we over-torqued our screws on. So, we're going to be assembling there. And then in stage 23, once we unpackage that, we're going to be finishing in the look-through section for the look down into the cockpit. So, let's go ahead and get stage 23 unpackaged real fast. Just get it out of the way. I like that. Very nice. So, let's go ahead and get that all put off to the side. Alright, so we have our assembly base here, and we're getting close to having all of our pieces for that. So, I think that's everything inside that package. God, my kitten's is probably going to have a heyday. But this is our base for where we're going to be assembling our Falcon. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside along with the felt pieces, which will go here and here. I could assemble it now. I just won't. I'll just set it off to the side along with our frame pieces and our screws. We're not going to be using any of these today. We're going to be assembling that in stage 24, I believe it's going to be. Yeah, so stage 24 is the one we're going to be assembling there. So it's really simple. We're going to need this piece, and this piece. Otherwise, the rest of this is going to be set off to the side. So, let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get ready to get all of our pieces good to go. So, what I'm going to do real quick is go ahead and give a cut, and I'm going to go ahead and separate and clean up all my pieces, and we will be right back. Alright, we're back. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut in real fast. We're going to go ahead and sand this last one. I have one of these racers. Now, if you don't have a glass filing, a glass file, get one. And if you can afford a racer, get one. This is amazing. So there's just a little bit left of the gate left here. And so I'm just going to go ahead and go... Bye. It's smooth. It's perfect. Done. Just like that. Not much of the gate left right there, but... Gone. Get yourself A glass file. Worth every penny. Okay. Definitely pick up a Racer. Racer, I think this is the Racer Pro, I believe is what they call it. So, yeah. I went ahead and took care of the next stage's parts over here. So we have everything all separated and ready to go. So let's go ahead and start. And I'm going to go ahead and start by actually removing... Did I glue these down? I guess I did. What an idiot. Well, there we go. Now, I'm going to grab, for my CA, I'm going to grab a part work screwdriver for kit. I just want the container, not the screwdriver. Let's go ahead and grab our CA. And get some CA into our container here. There we go. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and grab our CA applicator, or our pin vise with a pin at the top, literally. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start down here at this end. And so we're going to grab part number 1, which is going to be this one right here. And it's got longer lugs here on the back. And so I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of my CA. Where'd you go? Grab some of my CA that decided to fall into the one deepest well in there. And I'm just going to use my little applicator here. And that's the beauty of this pin vise. Just get your glue exactly where you want it. Stay. Then we're going to go ahead and set it into place right there. Then we're going to grab part number 5, which is going to be this one right here. And we're going to do the same thing. Grab a little bit of our CA. Get it on our lug posts. Then I'm going to go ahead and slide that right into place, just like that. Now we're going to grab part number 2, which is going to be this one here. And we're going to make sure that we know which way we're going to go. Okay, perfect. So now let's grab our CA. And very carefully, just kind of slide it in between the slots here. Do I need to get some more CA on there? Possibly. I do. As it falls right out. Yeah, I need a lot more. I'm going to go ahead and slide a little bit of the CA into the grooves here as well. Now, instead of getting my fingers stuck, let's grab a pair of tweezers. Slot that one right into place. There we go. Just let that set and dry. When we're going to move on to the next piece. So that is going to be part number 6, which is going to be this one here. Let's see what they're doing. I see. Yeah, so let's grab our CA. And get quite a bit of it on here. That's some learning. This procedure for applying CA is very precise, but you want to make sure you get enough of it. And if you aren't aware what CA is, it is super glue. Okay, now, let's grab a piece, set it into the grooves. This one's sliding out directly above. Get it set down into place. just like so. I'm going to grab a little bit more CA. Just going to come around where I can see around these lugs. Just getting a little bit of extra on there. Okay. Very good. Okay. So now I'm assuming, as I stick my finger to that nicely just set piece, we're going to grab this one. Would I be correct? I would be correct. Let's grab our CA and get a lot of it on here. Okay, now let's grab our tweezers. So we don't get any glue on our hands, because you guys know how much I love glue on my hands. Right. So that pad is put down into place. Let's go ahead and grab this one. I just know that's what it is by default. There's CA on there. Very good. I'm going to get a little bit on these tabs here where everything connects. I want to make sure I get enough on here. And then we're going to be coming through with some oils next week. I'm doing some Kashyyyk streak, as I like to call it. Pretty clever, I feel. And appropriate. Alright. I don't need no damn instructions here. Let's see where the writing is on the wall for this one. Let's get our CA on. Yeah, I was looking ahead going, oh, is there more? Oh, there's more. I'm not quite ready to move on just yet. So we're just going to go ahead and slide that into place. There we go. Let's grab our last piece. Get our super glue on. Called it super glue, not CA. I'm not going to drive you guys... Oh, I said it. I was like, I'm not going to drive you guys crazy with the CA talk. I just did it again. Sorry, not sorry. I'm also training my brain to say new things. Referring to rubbing alcohol as IPA. It still melts my brain. Alright. So, these pads are nice put into place. Let's get that one finally set there. There we go. Nice click. There we go. And so that... in a typical part work fashion, is stage 22 complete. Actually, I gotta say though, I'm pretty pleased with that. I like the way that looks. And these ones actually have a little bit better of a weathered effect than some of the other hull panels or pads that, excuse me, that I've seen. So yeah, not too bad actually. Pretty pleased with how that turned out. So let's go ahead and move on to stage 23, which is also gonna be a pretty quick one. We're gonna be able to I'll be able to show you some pieces put together as they fit in. So let's go ahead and open our magazine for to 23 here. Thought I could open it right to the part. This is actually pretty cool. These magazines are really, really cool. They just go into detail that you never get in Star Wars. Like technicality in Star Wars, no. Star Trek, yes. Star Wars, no. They don't tell you the science of it. And they really try here. It's really cool. I really like that. All right, so very simply, we have the top of this, which actually just kind of fits like that. And then we have these 4 other pads that we're going to be putting in place. So let's go ahead and move this off to the side and get this one here. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to set the pad just like this, or the top of the corridor just like that. And then we're going to grab, what is it? It doesn't really matter, does it? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then the small one on the 4. So basically, we're going to go small, big, big, small. Real technical, guys. I know. I get it. I understand. Make sure we're getting plenty of this on here. And we're going to get it down into the lug holes. There we are. Let's just go ahead and set that in there. Very good. I'm not going to skip ahead. I need a little bit more CA so I can just kind of scrape in the bottom of the barrel here now at this point. So now that I know it likes to pool there, put quite a bit. And I'm just using some super thin, cheap CA here. Yeah, I may even pick this up at the dollar store. Check the ingredients. CA, so we're good. All right. So that pad's put into place. Let's get the next one in. Oh my God. I'm just at it today. I may have been building models all day today. I might have streamed tonight. I was like, oh crap. I don't have anything for tomorrow. And I want to have something for today. So, there we are. Let's grab our last pad. Get plenty of our CA on here. And with these smaller ones, I like to put a little bit of a bead of it in here as well. Probably could have done it for all of them too, but it is what it is. And then we set that one down, just like that. And our pads are nice put in place. So now let's go ahead and set that off to the side. So we have everything we need now, along with our ring, to complete the passenger tube. So let's go ahead and come on to the back page. So what we are going to do is, there we go. So it's going to turn in just like this and collapse over the top. So we're not going to be gluing, which is good. I'm totally good with it not gluing. We're just going to put the pieces together here, and then we're going to grab this ring and yeah, it doesn't like hold very well, but I was like, wait, hold on. So there it is, actually. And so where this is seen, it's actually, this is the tube that goes to the cockpit. And so where this is seen is there's a small panel that pulls out and exposes this portion of it right here. And then where this goes is it connects into place right here. Correct? Or right here. Yeah, connects in right here. And then with this little hallway here is the hallway down to the bottom. I'll figure out how that all connects up right quick. And it's going to be done, I believe, in a later stage. But basically, it connects up just like this. And this comes from the cockpit. And then this is part of the passenger ring that goes into the crew hold area. So, yeah, that's what we got. That's pretty simple, but now I have all of my pieces that I need to start getting some streaking and getting some weathering work done on the inside. So that's where we're going to go next. This episode was fairly simple. We set out to get stage 22, 23 done so we can get caught up and ready to go, and that was a massive success. Nice, super easy. I didn't have to assemble any of these stupid rings, which makes me super happy. But in the next one, my friends, we are going to start doing some streaking. We're going to do some weathering. I have not used any oil weathering yet, and need to pick some stuff up. So while we wait for those things to show up, that's going to be the plan for next time. And we are going to do I hope, a decent job. So that's also what I got for you today. So, I just want to say thank you. I know that there was a million things. I'm not even going to bother. I know that there was a million things y'all could have done today. Instead, you spent a couple minutes with me, watching me build a model, which I think is pretty damn cool. If you guys have any questions, comments, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And my friends, until we see each other again, I hope you all have a wonderful day in this beautiful world wherever you happen to be. And just remember that you are one with the Force, and that the Force is one with you.